Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's video we're going to talk about GraphPad Prism XY tables. First of all, we need to know what exactly is GraphPad Prism. Well, it's a powerful and user-friendly tool for scientists like you and I for statistical analysis and graphing. Let's go a little bit more through it. Well, GraphPad Prism combines data organization, curve fitting, statistical testing, and high-quality graph reduction all in one interface. It is especially known for its user-friendly design, built-in scientific models, and publication-ready graphs. It is an ideal tool for researchers who want to analyze data quickly and accurately without needing advanced programming skills. So when you open the software, GraphPad Prism, the first page that you encounter with is this one. So here in this column, as you see down here in the create part, you can see different kinds of tables and graphs. As you see, XY graph is shown here, and up in here you can already see how the graph and the table would look like. If you choose the other one, like grouped graph, you will see if you choose this option, how your graph and table would look like. We also have survival, parts of whole. As you see, we have a pie chart and a table and stuff. So today we're going to talk about XY. For all of them, all of these charts and tables, you might have two options. Actually, you have two options. Enter or import data into a new table, or start with sample data to follow a tutorial. As I told you earlier, this app is so user-friendly. So if you don't know how to work with it, it also itself has a lot of tutorials. So let's see how it works. Well, when you click on the second option here, we have start with sample data to follow a tutorial. So down here, you have a lot of options. You can know how to have linear regression and compare slopes, how to have nonlinear regression, one-phase exponential decay, or correlation stuff. So you can click on it and then create and see how it really works. For example, we just click on the first one, entering replicate data. We want to know how it works. So we click on the create button, and here you can see we have sample data and a help note down here, which helps us to understand how it exactly works and how to work with this app. For example, we have how the data are arranged and how to graph these data. So that's perfect. So here I have a kind of analytical chemistry example for you. So we're going to determine the concentration of copper ion in water sample. So we are using a UV visible instrument, and we want to know how this method works. And if it is appropriate or no. So we're going to draw the calibration curve. Very first, we have replicated each measurement 3 times. So we replicate the measurement, and we have it in different concentrations. As you see, the only thing that we need to do is just clicking down here in data table, enter or import data into a new table. Then in options, we need X in numbers because we have numbers for X, and Y, we have 3 options down here. The first one, when you have just done that experiment once and you have just one data for Y, you can use the first one. When you have just duplicated, triplicated, or you have done it more, you can click on the second one, enter blah blah replicate value in side by side subcolumns. So as you see in our example, we have done it 3 times. So I choose 3 in this box. You can also choose the last one, which is enter and plot error value already calculated elsewhere. So it means this part, we don't have the y. Instead of y, we can have mean, standard deviation, or n, or you can have other options down here. As you see, you can have mean and standard deviation, mean and standard deviation of the mean, and else other things in different columns instead of y. So you won't have the y value down here for some kind of other calculations. But here we want to draw the calibration curve, so we choose the second option and create it. So here in another Excel sheet, I have just written down the values. So I copied this and pasted in Prism, as you see. So here you can see we have the x values 0, 0 0.5, 1, 2, and 4, and we have the replicates of each measurement. For each actually concentration, we have 3 replicates. So here in the left side of the sheet, you can see data tables. So this is data 1 as you see it, and down here we have graphs, and we have the same name, data 1 graph. So if you click on this one, you can see the graph of this actually values, these values. So we have the graph of these values. You can choose up here if you want it in XY graph family, column graph family, grouped graph family, and other forms. So as we have chosen from the beginning, and as we want it to be calibration curve, so we choose XY. Up here you can choose different shapes for if you want your actually points be connected to each other, and different forms for calibration curve, as you see up here. So I just do this one, the second one, and down here you can see if you want to have mean error or geometric mean or median only. So I just choose the mean and error for this calibration curve. And here you can have your standard deviation of the mean, 95% of CL and range and stuff. So I just choose the standard deviation, and you can choose based on your need each one that you want. So then you click on the OK button. So you see here we have the graph. You can click on the data and see the measurements for that, the mean and everything. So if you just right click on it, you can have different options here. So you can copy the graph, paste it, paste a special, select it all, and other options as you see here. And if you just click on one of the data, right click on it, you can change the format of the point. Like you can change the color, the shape, the symbol, and the size of the symbol. So you can also down there change the format and the shape of the error bar if you're actually you have error bars in your data, and you can also format it into the data set. So the data sets, and you have a lot of options down here. You can actually change the color of line curve and choose a kind of special pattern for that, and bring some kind of data sets, or bring some data sets, send it back. So these kind of options will be really useful for some kind of complicated measurements that you have a lot of data. But here for a simple calibration curve, we might not really use them that much. So if I just right click on this section, as you see, and you can change the color and thickness and frame of this part, and also you can, if you click on the format, you can have your actually graph in different forms. For example, mine is linear, but you can also draw it with based on log 10 or log 2, or even based on LN and stuff. So This section is also possible. You can just change the style and format of X, Y, frame of origin, and right Y, title, font, and stuffs down here, which is quite easy. And you just need to click the apply button down there. If you just do this, you can make it taller. Actually, you can expand your graph. Also, it's possible for the horizontal form too. You can make it just like this, and if you just again right click on it and click on the format axis, you can for example, here we have number 5 for the maximum and 0 for the minimum. You can also change this section based on what you desire. For example, it can be 2 to 4 or whatever. So you can just do this, change it, and apply it. But you should just click on this part and remove the automatically determined range and interval, and just do it yourself manually. So the most important part of this section is knowing about different kind of statistical stuffs here. As you see up there, you can choose the analyze button. Then you can have recently used, for example, stuffs. For example, I've recently used the identify outlier, non-linear regression curve, or curve fit, and some kind of other things. The other part, you can use the some stuffs from data process. For example, you can set identify outlier. If you just click on the identify outlier and click the OK button, so then you can have a kind of box like this. You can choose the method that you want. Some people are okay with grabs method, the other one with the first one ROT method, which is Q and stuffs. So you choose I choose, for example, grabs method, and also you can actually write down there, see if you want to remove definitive outlier or you want to remove a likely outlier. You can just choose the strictness of just removing the outlier. And also you have sub columns. You have average they replicate in each row, or you can just choose from the options down below and click the OK button. Then you can have another sheet here which tells you if you have outlier or no. As you see, I didn't have any outlier in my data sets. You also can again go to your data graph, choose the analyze button, and choose the regression curve, nonlinear regression. You have other options down there, and I choose nonlinear regression, and I just click on the OK button. I just click it, and from recently used, for example, mine was line regression. You can have a standard cave to interception, and some other kind of options that you might use. But for me, it's just the line, the simple one. I click the OK button. Again, I can have it a lot of information in another page, like here in the result part. And as you see, I have the intercept of the line, slope of the line, 95% of SCL. Because I have just chosen it. I can have my also R square, which is 0.9995, so which is a good R square. And I have sum of R square and stuff, so we can choose each kind of measurement which suits the best, and it's so obvious from the analyze section. You can find the name, you can just choose the appropriate form and have it in the sheet button.